So Joel Embiid's time as a Sixer could be done. It could be done. Like, he's played a couple of games this year, and he hasn't looked right at all. And I said it in my video earlier when I was talking about the whole situation that, like, it's not a good look for Joel Embiid in general this season. But, like, it was coming eventually. We all know the downfall of Embiid. Because of the injuries, because of everything, we all knew that there was going to be a sharp decline. It was a when, not if. Maybe he could have had another year or two, good year or two. It's looking like it's now. He might pick it up this year, but I just can't see it. I can't see by the year of 2027 Joel Embiid being a top 15 player in the league. I could be wrong. I would normally say I hope I'm wrong, but like he's gone and he'll go and make his own money. He's made his money. He's one of the worst players to watch, so I really don't hope I'm wrong. But if you guys agree or disagree, subscribe. We are so close to 3K. We're only 70 subscribers off 3K. If we could somehow hit that by the end of the day, that would be absolutely ridiculous, lads. That would be insane. Either way, though. So, there's more news that has come out per The Athletic about the whole Joel Embiid situation. And it says here, according to team and league sources, it says here, he's been frustrated at times at how he's been using the course. According to the team and league sources, Maxey highlighted the need for Embiid to set a better example as a leader on a day-to-day basis, while emphasis on his importance of timeliness. Obviously, we talked earlier about how Joel Embiid always showed up late and how that was an issue for Tyrese Maxey. But obviously, like, that was a big thing. It said the message, in essence, with everything within their program starts with the big man, and that he simply must be better when it comes to leadership. Embiid, league and team sources say, heard the message while also expressing a lack of clarity. A lack of clarity and occasional frustration with how he's being used in the court. Man, like, is that your response to you better show up on time? I mean, you better show up on time. I mean, I'm not being used right in the court. Man, you're averaging 14.7 points per game. You are shooting this season. You have shot 11, 15, and 11 shots. You were 2 of 11, 5 of 15, and 5 of 11 in your last game, where you lost with 11 points. You have shot more. You've shot 18 free throws. He has 18 points in the free throw line. 18. Like, he has almost half of his points this season from the free throw line. And the team obviously are 0-3 in those 3 games. And let's not also forget, he had 6 turnovers against the Magic. 6 turnovers, 5 of 15 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. And, well, he hit 10 free throws, I guess. And that was his best game of the season. His best game of the season, he had 10 free throws, shot 33% from the field, 0% from 3, and had, 8 boards? That's his best game of the season. And, like, with the way things are going, it's like, oh, he's not happy with how he's being used in the offense. Like, you're averaging 15 points a game. And if we've watched Joel Embiid play, all he does is foul bait. Like, this season, it doesn't seem like there's much more of that dominant Joel Embiid. It is literally, how many times could I get to the free throw line? That is how Embiid's game is. Everything about Embiid's game is, let me get to the free throw line. And that's it. I'm watching these games. I'm watching bits of Embiid, and he spends more time on the ground than he does trying to play basketball nowadays. And the fact that he's not showing up on time, that he's got Maxey calling him out for how he is as a leader, like, that's an issue. That is a huge issue. He wasn't frustrated last year. He was getting 50 free throws a game. He had one of the highest usage rates in the league last year. They always blame coaching before the players. He's sick of Nick Nurse. I say future Laker. He's the mayor of street clothes. Time to blow it up. Yeah, it's time to blow it up. Especially from the TikTok guy. The TikTok guy, I'm sorry. You can afford to blow it up. When you've got Tyrese Maxey and you've got the TikTok guy, you can, you can trade them. I mean, we're 2 weeks into the season, we're 3 potential trades behind. Like, you can go and trade the guy. Like, Jared McCain is that good as a guard. Your backcourt is sorted. Like Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey, they are both buckets. One of them, fair enough, you want to bring Jared McCain off the bench. But he is a bucket. He is an absolute bucket. That's all I'm going to say. And you can get off Joel Embiid and get a lot from him. And I think this is probably the last season where you're going to be able to trade Joel Embiid for a king's ransom. Like, he's going to be probably the best player potentially in trades, with Giannis being in those talks as well, maybe. But, like, if you are the Sixers, you have to make a decision. Your pick is only top 6 protected. So for you to guarantee yourself top 6, you have to be with one of the bottom 3 records. So, like, they need to make that decision quick. They either need to go for it, or they need to, tank. And all of their issues can be solved with an Embiid trade. One, he's been a problem with them on the court. With Embiid, you're not going to win anything. And Paul George is harder to trade. You're going to get less from him. With Embiid on the floor, you're not winning anything. You're not getting to a conference finals. You are a play-in team at best. You're facing one of the Celtics or the Cavaliers, and you're getting beaten in the first round. That is what is your ceiling with Joel Embiid. And then next year, Joel Embiid's going to be worse than he is. Paul George is going to be worse than he is. Yes, McCain and Maxey are probably going to take a step up, but the two of those guys are going to be worse basketball players than they are right now. So there's nothing really to be gained there. But for trading Embiid, you can reset it. You're going to lose almost every game. And if you lose almost every game, who cares? You're in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. You have to get top 6, so you got to stay in those Cooper Flag sweepstakes. Honestly, I would, in this year's draft, for a chance of Egor Demin, a 6'9" point guard. You've got Nolan Traore from France, another point guard if you want a point guard. You've got Ace Bailey, who's a bucket, but I don't really like Ace Bailey with this team. I don't like Edgecombe with this team. I wouldn't mind if you want to bring in Malowatch with a center, but if you want to keep your pick, it has to be top 6. So they got to make a decision sooner rather than later. And that is why the Philadelphia 76ers have a Joel Embiid problem. Not that Joel Embiid is the problem. Not that this team is going to be better without Joel Embiid than they are with Joel Embiid, because that is just not true. With Joel Embiid, they're a play-in team. Without Joel Embiid, they're like low lottery. They're getting your top 6 pick without Joel Embiid. The problem is that Joel Embiid will win you enough games to get you into the play-in and beaten in the first round if you make the playoffs. But that almost guarantees you lose your pick. And I don't know if the Sixers want that in this draft, where it looks super, super stacked up the top.